Welcome to White Regis TV film review and preview. I'm Andrew Wright. This week saw the release of three big movies on home video: Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, Elemental, and Knights of the Zodiac. I saw Transformers in the cinema back in June, I think, and I watched Elemental and Knights of the Zodiac this week. My reviews will follow. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts is the seventh live-action Transformers film, and serves as a prequel to the 2007 film and a standalone sequel to 2018's Bumblebee. The film stars actors Anthony Ramos and Dominique Fishback, as well as actors Peter Cullen, Ron Perlman, Peter Dinklage, Michelle Yeoh, Pete Davidson, and Colman Domingo in voice roles. The film is set in 1994 and follows an ex-military electronics expert and an artifact researcher as they get involved with the Autobots, who come into contact with the Transformer faction, the Maximals, in their battle to protect an artifact from the villainous Terracons and the planet-eating Unicron. Now, I watched this film back in June and I really enjoyed the film. I felt that although the CGI wasn't as sharp as the Michael Bay Transformer movies and the script was a little unsteady, a lot of the actors' performances were enjoyable, with Peter Cullen's performance as Optimus being a highlight, as well as the Peru filmed sequences, because they just looked incredible. I gave this film 4.5 stars out of 5. Elemental is the newest Disney Pixar movie and is set in a world inhabited by anthropomorphic forces of nature. The film revolves around fire element Ember Lumen and the water element Wade Ripple, who meet and fall in love after a plumbing accident summons Wade to the convenience store owned by Ember's father. Now, watching it on home video was my first time watching it. It has been out on Disney Plus for a couple of weeks, but I couldn't get around to it, and I was absolutely sucked in by the story and the animation. I felt that the animation and the world building designs were all incredible, and I found the story really touching. It blended elements of an opposites attract rom-com and a story about immigration and an immigrant story into a really well-made animated story that proves Pixar's regained its touch, because I really didn't like Turning Red last year. I gave this film 5 stars out of 5. Knights of the Zodiac is a fantasy action film based on the Japanese manga Saint Seiya as an American-Japanese co-production. The film stars the One Piece's live-action star Mackenyu as Seiya, a street kid with a talent for martial arts who is destined to become the Pegasus Knight for the goddess Athena. The film also stars notable Western actors such as Famke Janssen, Madison Iseman, Mark Dacascos, and Sean Bean. Now, I watched this film for the first time on home video, and I was disappointed, even though I had low expectations due to negative critical reviews. I felt that the CGI was way too wonky and uneven. Like, some shots would be really good and others would be really bad. The directing was horrible. The acting was phoned in, and it was obvious there was like some studio interference on some level. I gave the film 1.5 stars out of 5. That's all I have for this week, but be sure to check back next week where I will review the horror sequel Insidious: The Red Door and the Jason Statham action film The Meg 2. Now back to Gary in the studio.